Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the fucking city water department. I don't know how many people out there pay for city water. I know there's a lot, but I recently had an encounter with mine that was completely and utterly bullshit. I have been trying to do some work around my house and installing like new faucets and stuff like that, and I've had some issues with my shut-off valves. And so I had to tinker with the one with the water coming from their pipeline into my house, and this is where the shit got retarded. So I went to go turn it off. It wouldn't turn off. It started to leak, and I was like, "Well, this is great. I'll just put it back to the way it was, and I won't dick around with my project I wanted to do." So I go and try and put it back to where it was. It's leaking even faster. So I'm like, okay, I try and open it up all the way. It's leaking even faster. So I have to find a sweet spot so the water won't fucking just kind of gush out of the shut-off valve sprocket hole. And since it's down in my basement, even though it's by my sub pump, I have a finished basement. So the water, could get to my walls and start, to kind of, you know, start some mold issues for me, which I can't have because I've got asthma. So I called the fucking water department, and of course it's a Saturday, so they're closed. But I know they have an emergency number. I was calling to get some information, see if I could have somebody come out because it was before the meter. So that initially, to my mind, means, hey, that's the water department's fault. So I call them, and I'm trying to explain what's going on, and this lady interrupts me. And first of all, don't ever interrupt me when I'm on the phone talking to you, especially when you're customer service, because that's when the shit hit the fan. And I went off on this lady, telling her it's their fucking problem. They've got to come out and fix it. She's trying to tell me, oh, it'll cost you money because it's not so much an emergency and blah, blah, blah. So finally, I get her to schedule me having somebody come out that day. It was a Saturday, mind you. And I'm waiting a couple of hours, and I'm stressing because I don't want my basement to kind of, it's not going to fill up with water because it wasn't like super bad, but it was bad enough because I couldn't get the water to shut off and turn on. So I'm waiting. A couple hours later, I get a phone call from one of the service workers. And guess what? They're not going to come out because they don't deem my issue an emergency. So since the guy was being a little bit more polite, I was trying to ask him questions and probe some information from him. And he said that even before the meter, it's not their problem when the only thing that they have control over is when it's out by the road, if there's an issue out by the road. And I was like, well, that's kind of fucked up because I'm paying these ready to service charges for my sewage and my water. And I don't know if any of you have that, or your bill might be different, but essentially it's to cover any issues that they have for water coming to and from your house, and you don't have to, you're not going to pay for it because it's out in the road or it's out somewhere, like it's not after it ties into the main line, like it, and before that, it's not your problem as the customer. And so the guy's like trying to tell me that they used to come out and look at that stuff and fix it if it needed to be fixed, but they don't do that anymore. And I was clearly like, well, it's before the meter. I'm like, so that's not my problem. Like, I didn't have you guys run the fucking pipes into my house. And so he decided to tell me that they didn't do it either. Well, I get that they had to run pipes into the house when they were building the house. But from my understanding, what I've looked up and seen, and I even called a couple, like plumbers, whatever. And I even asked them, I'm like, in your opinion, would the line coming into my house, that would constitute as the city water department's issue because it's not hitting the meter yet? Because obviously, if it was going above the meter, I would know that that's my problem and I could shut off the fucking water. But since I couldn't shut the fucking water off, there's nothing I could do about it. So the guy tells me that he could come out and turn off the water and have somebody take a look at it. I was like, okay, great, that would be fantastic. When can we do this? And this is where it gets fucked up, and this is where it fucking pisses me off, is the fact that I had made a time slot for them to come out, but that was only to shut my water off. Once they shut my water off, I had to then call and schedule another fucking appointment for somebody to come out and actually look at the valve in my basement. And then once they assess if they can, just tweak things a little bit on their own, no charge to me, great. But if they have to fix it, then they have to, get another guy out there, from my understanding. So that might require another appointment. It may be the same guy. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was the same guy. But then, once he fixed it, he would leave, and then I would have to call and set up another fucking appointment to have my water turned on. So not only do I have to have them turn off my water, obviously, because I can't do it myself because the valve's fucking not working properly. I have to then, after they fix it, and who knows when they could come out and fix it, when I get when I get an appointment to schedule with them. It could be, a couple days, it could be a fucking week, who knows? Like, I have to have water in my house so I can cook, shower, do laundry, take a shit, take a piss, whatever. No, I'd have to call and set up an appointment to have somebody then come out and take a look at it, and then schedule another fucking appointment to have somebody else come and turn the water back on, because they're different people. The people they have turning the water on and off at the road, they aren't qualified apparently to fix the fucking water valve issue. Like, maybe you should train everybody so that you can have one guy come out, shut the water off, look at the fucking valve. If it needs to be fixed, fix it. If if there's more work that needs to be done, great. Let me know. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking pay for it though. That was the thing. And then don't tell me that I gotta have to have another fucking appointment to have them turn on. Have the one guy do all those fucking steps in one goddamn day. And then I'm not gonna fucking pay for it. And I was talking to my dad about this problem, and he's like, well, they'd shut off your water. I'm like, no. No, they wouldn't. I would pay my water bill. That would get paid. I wouldn't pay the other fucking amount. They could eat on that charge all they want. Like, I'm paying my water bill. They can't shut my water off. They can do whatever the fuck they need to do to get the other money from me, but I wasn't going to pay for that. And I was fuming. I was so pissed, because then I brought up the whole, well, I'm paying for the ready to serve, and he's like, no, that doesn't work for when the line comes to your house. That you're only paying for that so the water can run through the city up to my line. Like, I'm paying for the main line for sewage and water coming to and from my house. I'm not paying for the pipes that are actually connected to my house and to that main line. That money that I'm spending, which is fucking more than it needs to be compared to my water usage and my sewage usage, that it apparently doesn't qualify for the pipes coming directly from the lines to my house. After that point, it's my problem. No, I'm sorry, you fucking Beecher water department. Once it comes into my house and it's in my house, sure, that's my problem. But if the fucking water pipe breaks in my goddamn yard because of something on your end, or if it breaks because it's just bad, like, I'm not gonna fucking know. I'm paying for you guys to treat either the water coming in, water going out, the sewage lines, whatever, so that shit don't happen. And if it does, well, hey, I've just paid you a bunch of fucking money for the last 4 goddamn years I've been living in this house for you to fucking fix it. Don't you goddamn tell me that water only qualifies for that portion. No, fuck you. It qualifies up into my goddamn house. You guys can go eat a goddamn fat fucking dick. I was so irritated that fucking day. I had my dad finally, I called in and I let him know what was going on, because he helps me with some of the stuff around my house, because I know I'm 33, I should know some of this stuff, and I know I can look up a lot of this stuff on YouTube, and that's great. but I can't necessarily do it myself because I don't have the tools. So I watch my dad do it, or he'll kind of explain to me how to do it. He'll watch me do it to make sure I'm doing it right. And ultimately, like I tried, I forced the shut off valve one way and the other. Like I couldn't get the water to fucking shut off. So finally he came over and he was doing some tappings, and he might have been able to like tighten up the nut that's the valve attached to the water pipe. And because I had apparently broken some of the calcium buildup that was around it, so it had apparently been leaking who knows how long fucking before. um but yeah, so we finally, he tried to turn it all the way off, because if we could get it off, maybe we could maybe look at it a little bit better, still attached, but without having to worry about water gushing everywhere. But we couldn't even do that, so we've got to turn it all the way on, which finally, after forcing it enough and whatever else he did to help that fact, like we've got it all the way on, and I don't have a water leakage problem down in that spot anymore. But I can't turn my fucking water off if I needed to turn my water off for the whole house. I'm gonna have somebody come out by the fucking road, turn it off, so then I can then do whatever I need to do if that time comes, and then fuck, I might as well just replace the goddamn valve. Like, it's such bullshit. I don't know if anybody else has had issues like this. If so, comment below. But I can't believe it. And if I had a bill handy right now to kind of demonstrate for you, I should have prepared that a little bit more. But my water usage in my city where I live, I pay maybe about less than $15 every 3 months just for water usage. That's just to run, my showers, wash my dishes, wash my clothes, flush the toilet so new water comes in. That's just that. That's $15. That's not bad. And sewage is less than that. Sewage is probably maybe $10, if not less. So $25. That's awesome. But then you have this ready to serve bullshit, and that's where it gets hefty. Between the sewage and the water, I'm paying about $100, if not maybe just a tiny bit less, but $100 for them to service the pipes. But I need them to come out and take a look at something. Oh, they no longer do it, and they are not going to pay for it. I have to pay for them to do it. And that money only goes to the pipes out at the road, not the ones connected at the road that run into my house. No, fuck you. If I'm paying $100 every 3 months towards this ready to serve bullshit so that the pipes are supposed to work fine, it better fucking solve a problem that I've got coming into my house. There's no way that I should have to pay any money until it gets past the fucking meter. If it hits the meter and beyond, I'll take care of it. I have no problem with that. I assume that as a homeowner. But if it hasn't fucking hit that meter yet, it's not my problem. And then the plumbers I called and contacted, 2 of them, they agreed with me. I asked a couple random people too. They agreed with me as well. So the water department needs to get their head out of their fucking ass and do what they're supposed to be doing. Because I've heard, I haven't had many issues. I usually just walk in, pay my bill, and leave up until this point. I haven't had many issues with the fucking Beecher water department here in Michigan, which is really close to Flint. But everybody there, or everything I've read or heard about them, is that they're complete assholes. They don't really help you. They're not nice, blah, blah, blah. They're nice to me when I pay my bill. But that's because I'm giving them my money. But the minute I actually need them to come out and help me, they're fucking pricks. The guy I talked to on the phone after I talked to the lady at the end of the emergency line, like he was being pretty cool and casual. I was trying to be nice to him, but when he started to explain how I needed to set up an appointment for the water to be shut off, and then one for the guy to work on, and then one for... I was like, where the fuck is the logic in that? Like, how do you not have a guy suitable and equipped to turn off the water, look at whatever the problem is at a house, assess it, and try and fix it, and then turn the water back on all in that one fucking day? Why do you need a guy to turn off the water and then bring a more qualified guy in to look at the problem, assess it, figure out what needs to be done, try to do, maybe try and do something easy, and if not that, then you can, go out and fully fix it, and then turn the water back on. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I get it. I live close to Flint, but not everybody's fucking dumb. Apparently, everybody at the Beecher Water Department are fucking morons. I even emailed them a while ago, I think it was the beginning of this year, asking them why is the percentage, why do they keep raising like the water rates and stuff every fucking year? No response. And I'm pretty sure if I went up there and asked them, they'd just be like, oh, that's just what we gotta do. No, that's not what you gotta do. Like, this is retarded. Like, I'm paying more for my water here where I live than my friend was paying in the town just north of me. I mean, completely different water departments, I grant you that. But why the fuck is he paying, way less, and mine's going up every couple percent every year? Like, that's bullshit. Like, I only need water to bathe in, to wash my clothes, to make food, to, drink. I don't have Flint water, by the way. I don't have to worry about that. My water is completely different. It doesn't come from the Flint River. And everything else that I need to do involving water. Like, why the fuck am I paying so much for the usage? I'm sorry, not for the usage, for the ready to serve than I am for the usage. Like, I would understand the usage price, but why the fuck does it affect the maintenance costs in a sense, more than anything? Like, when I first moved in, it cost me about $100, maybe $105 every 3 months, and from there it's gone up. Like, I'm at $120 to $125 right now every 3 months. That's ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? That's like $40 a month, give or take. Like, I can't believe this. This is the logic behind it all is stupid, and apparently it's doing that for 5 years. So I've got another year I got to put up with this bullshit. Once 2019 happens, there it goes. It's hiked up again another percent or two. Fuck. I mean, at the end of that year, is it going to stay steady? Or am I going to have to worry about it fucking going up some more? Like, I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it. I haven't given them issues. I simply called to say, hey, I've got a problem. Can you send somebody out? The bitch cut me off in mid-sentence trying to explain my problem. And she was like, oh, no, we don't have to. That's not our problem. That's your problem. First of all, you didn't let me finish my fucking sentence or my fucking issue, what I'm calling you about. So don't tell me what is and is not your problem. You need to get the dick out of your ass and actually be kind and try and do your fucking job. Mount Morris, I mean, fuck. It's not even Mount Morris, it's actually Beecher Water Department, which is just south of me. Not very far, less than a mile. I gotta put up with their bullshit just because I'm on the outskirts. I have actually been looking into seeing if I can disconnect from them and dig my own fucking well. I can't put up with this shit anymore. They actually made me want to put my house up for sale and get the fuck out of here. I'm still in the process of fixing a few things around the house, to make it more suitable for me. I would have to finish fixing those so that my house can be listed, so then I can sell it, hopefully for a profit. And then, in the process of that, finding a new house. I mean, granted, this wasn't the first location I wanted to move to, but they're a big fucking reason why I want to leave. I hope somebody from there sees this. I hope more people in my area see this video. Maybe we can all group up together and tell them to go fuck off, and they need to start doing their job and not being fucking pricks about it, being stupid little cunts in the office who don't want to answer questions. They just want to take your money and get you out. I don't know. That's all I gotta say about this problem. I probably ranted a little bit too long, but hey, that's my channel, The Rantist. If you've got problems or if you've had similar situations, comment below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because I'm probably going to have more that we can relate to. My next video is going to be on my fucking local United States Postal Service carrier. Not so much the branch, even though they suck, but it's going to be on my carrier alone as well. So that's coming soon. That's going to be coming sometime this week. Look forward to that. Again, I'm still having mic issues, so please pardon the audio problems I may be having, because I'm going directly from the wireless, or not from the wireless, but from the webcam. But yeah, look forward to my next video. Subscribe, like, comment below if you've had issues. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to get the pricks who are going to comment anyway and be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I just want to hear primarily from the people who might have had similar issues, from wherever they are in the world, in the U.S. probably anyways. But yeah, comment, let me know. Maybe we can start a revolution, because the way I see it, the water should be fucking free. We shouldn't have to pay for water usage or any of that. I have no problem paying for sewage. No problem. People got to take care of my shit. But I think water should be free. And these maintenance or ready to serve or whatever they're called and where you live, those should not be so fucking high. Because the way I see it is they're taking in all that money from everybody. And I looked at some of the stuff that they have. Like, they have a budget. They have money kind of banked, I guess, in a sense. I don't have those numbers in front of me right now, but they've got money there that they don't fucking need to be raising it every fucking year. They should keep it one cost, especially if they're not gonna fucking cover the cost of replacing any pipes that happen to come from the main into my house, whether it be sewage or water. Anyway, I'm going to stop there. I'm just going to probably rehash stuff I've already said. But comment, subscribe, like. Next video coming out this week, hopefully, no later than Saturday. So stay tuned. Have a good week. Until then, see you later.